The midterm elections coming up tomorrow, November 8th, could be a signal of the end of this bear market, but not before a 50% drop. Let me show you what happened in the past two elections and what it could mean for Bitcoin's near future. How's it going, everyone? My name is Jake with Trade Confident. I know 40 to 50% drop sounds insane, but it is exactly what happened in the last two midterm elections that Bitcoin was around for. This also correlates to the $12,000 Bitcoin bottom that I've been talking about for months now. Now, if you haven't seen that video yet, be sure to watch it. I'll leave a link in the description. It's really important and highly correlates to the information I'm about to give you. What you're looking at right now is Bitcoin USD on the 1 week time frame here. Each of these white lines represents the day of the midterm elections. The one in 2014 was on November 4th. The next was November 6th, 2018. And this one right here is coming up tomorrow, November 8th, 2022. Now, these are the only midterm elections that Bitcoin was actually around for. It is important to note here that I am looking at the logarithmic time frame. This is very important for looking at longer term moves in the market. If I move it off of the logarithmic time, this is what you're going to see. And as you can see, you really can't see the necessary information. What log does is change it to a percent movement rather than a price movement. So we can see, even though the price was only like $380 at this point and moved down to about 220 versus up here, it moved from 6,370 down to about 3,000. The price movement is massive. The price difference is crazy here, but the percentage is actually very similar. And that's what's really, really important, because percentage at this point in time is more important than price. At this time, if we drop 50% from where we're at right now, this will bring us to about $10,000. That's absolutely crazy. Whereas if we only moved the 3,000 here, that wouldn't be even that much. That would reach where the bottom we've reached so far in this bear market is at about 17,000. So that's why percentage price movement is so important here. And that's why we're using the logarithmic scale. With that, let's talk about this. So right now, I'm going to show you really quickly just how far and how long it took for each price to move. As you can see right here, after midterm elections, in a few weeks' time, we saw a drop of about 52% at its bottom from the absolute top at the midterm election time. This took 10 bars or 70 days. This is roughly 2.5 months. So 10 bars, which is 70 days, the market dropped 52% immediately after midterm elections. November 6, 2018, we saw the top right here, and the price moved down to about this level, 54% in even shorter time, almost half the time here, 42 days, just over a month's time, we saw the market drop 54%. Absolutely incredible, guys. In about 2.5 months, 50% drop. About 1.5 months, 50% drop. This indicates a pattern here, guys. Let's check it out. Now, if we go right here and just move the price down 50%, let's move it right here and say 8 bars right there. Call it 56 days. That puts us at a price of about $10,000 on Monday, January 9th of 2023. Now, of course, none of this is going to be completely exact. We could see the price move more or less. The price could take longer to get there as well. But this highly correlates to the $12,000 by 2023 that I've been talking about. Now, interestingly, if you take a look at this, each of these was actually the market bottom before a huge, crazy, insane move up. These started the huge bull markets. And I think it's really interesting that the bull markets correlate to the midterm elections. Now, it may take a month or two here, but after that happens, that was the bear market bottom. I think this is extremely important to note, because these midterm elections could signal the market bottom that we have all been desperately waiting for. But it is important to note, again, we could see a 50% drop before that happens. Now let's take a look at what the indicators were doing during the midterm elections in previous years. Trend exhaustion had almost poked into the top red territory. The trend exhaustion on the 2018 elections actually made it just barely into the red section here. However, this midterm election, we are even higher. Now, for those that don't know, the higher you are on the trend exhaustion chart, the more likely you are to see a move down. Higher moves into the trend exhaustion tend to correlate to much bigger moves down in the market as well. So the fact that we're higher up could indicate a larger move down. This is also similar on the price versus money flow. You can see we were at about 45 in 2014, about 54 in 2018, and as of right now, we are at 62. This means we have a lot more room for price versus money flow to move down. This means there is more whale money in the market at the current moment than there was in previous elections, which means there's also more money to sell off. This, again, could correlate to an even larger move down than previous elections. Another interesting thing to note here, but the trend exhaustion did perfectly catch the bottom of each of these markets on the weekly time frame. I think that's really, really interesting. So this means that we could see the market bottom happen as soon as trend exhaustion pushes into this bottom red territory after the midterm elections. Price versus money flow also correlated almost exactly with the trend exhaustion in the market bottoms. Right here, it was a little bit delayed, but we still saw a very close bottom right there. This one correlated perfectly, and we will have to keep you updated on how the trend exhaustion and price versus money flow perform in this next midterm election, but I suspect it will be very, very similar. Now, I think it's extremely interesting that indicators correlate almost exactly from previous elections, and the pricing pattern here is correlated almost exactly as well. Bear market starts, midterm elections happen, bottom happens, huge move up. Bear market starts, midterm elections happen, bottom hits, big moves up. Bear market, midterm elections. What do you think is going to happen next, guys? Now, it's very important that I clarify here. Past history does not guarantee future results. This is not a guaranteed thing, but we do have a strong pattern and very similar price structure and indicator structure as we did on the previous two midterm elections. And both of those resulted in a 50% move down within 1 to 2 months. So I think it is very possible we will see that. Now, before I go, I think it's important I tell you how to get access to these indicators that perfectly called the market bottoms right after midterm elections in both 2014 and 2018. If you want to get access to these indicators, all you have to do is click the links in the description, and it'll bring you to this page right here. In order to get the best possible deal, what you're going to want to do is snag the bundle pack first. This will include both the price versus money flow and trend exhaustion you saw me use in this video, as well as 7 other indicators. It'll also include a $400 off coupon for the TC top and bottom finder here. This means you can get all 11 of Trade Confidence indicators for just the price of these 2 alone. No matter what you purchase, it is a lifetime access for a one-time payment, and you get full dedicated email support. So if you ever have any questions, shoot us an email at betradeconfident@gmail.com. Now, you don't have to take it from us, guys. Even though these indicators called the bottoms perfectly, take it from these real customers right here. This person made $950 in just one day. This person made $4,300 in just a week. This person made $500, $5,200, and $4,300 in their first 3 trades, $3,200 in 3 days. Absolutely insane. So if you want to get these state-of-the-art indicators, again, links are in the description. In conclusion, guys, the midterm elections seem to be a catalyst for a Bitcoin market bottom. It seems that the market tends to bottom within the next 1 to 2 months after a 50% drop after the midterm elections, and we are setting up to do the exact same thing this year. Now, this does perfectly correlate to the $10,000 to $12,000 bottom prediction that I've said over the past couple of months for Bitcoin. No matter what, though, we will be keeping everyone updated, so be sure to subscribe if you're not already. These market updates are extremely essential if you are a Bitcoin trader or investor. If you enjoy this video, again, please like and subscribe for more crypto content, education, and analysis every single weekday. With that, remember, trade safe, trade confident, and I'll see you in the next video.